Hi IELTS people, are you planning to sit for your IELTS real speaking test in the subsequent weeks? If you are, this video is going to be super helpful for you because in this video I am going to discuss the most frequently appearing cue cards and the associated follow-ups in the real exam. This feedback has been taken from the IELTS test takers who had already gone for the exam and some online feedback. So if you happen to appear for your real test, make sure that you do practice these questions because most likely your examiners will and should ask you these questions. I'm going to take you through these cue cards one by one and focus on the follow-ups. These are real exam follow-ups. Examiners are going to ask you these questions. So the first cue card in this video is describe one area of science, that is medicine, physics, etc. that interests you. And the follow-ups are, why do some children not like learning science at school? Should children be encouraged to learn science? Should people be encouraged to learn science after graduation or college? How do you get to know about scientific news? We've got only 2 follow-up questions as a feedback for the next cue card. The next cue card is describe a product you bought but returned at the end. The follow-ups are, why do many people like shopping online? And do you think that advertisements should be strictly regulated? Only 2 questions for the next cue card. Describe a foreign country you would like to go in the future. And the follow-ups are, what is the importance of travel and tourism industry? And what do you think is the function of tourist guides? We have got 5 questions, follow-up questions as a feedback for the next cue card, which is describe a situation in your vehicle that broke down during your travel. What are the advantages and disadvantages of private transport? What do you think needs to be improved in public transport? Will fewer people be using private cars because of the improved public transport? What do you think cars will be like in future? And who likes to travel more, the older people or the younger people? Moving on to the next cue card, we've got 6 follow-up questions as a feedback. And the cue card is, describe an occasion when you forgot something important. What do people normally forget? Why would people forget things? How to improve memory? What do you think of people using calendars to remind themselves of things? Should one update oneself with new organizational skills? And why? And the last one, do you think technology makes people forgetful? Moving on to the next cue card, we've got 4 questions for this cue card. Describe a picture or a photograph of you that you like. Although this is an old cue card yet appearing in the exam, let's look at the question. Why do people take photos? What do people use to take photos these days? Cameras or phones? Is it difficult for people to learn how to take good photos? How do people keep their photos? Moving on to the next cue card and the follow-ups, describe a positive change that you made in your life. Questions. Is it easier for young people to change? Is it easy for older people to change? How can people change their daily routine if they want to? And the last one, what are the disadvantages when people keep making changes? The next cue card is describe a competition you would like to participate in. The questions are, what kind of people are competitive? Why are competition shows popular? Do you think it is necessary to encourage people to compete with others in companies? And how do we reduce stress in this competitive era? Let's move on to the next cue card. Describe an occasion that you lost something in public place. I repeat, describe an occasion that you lost something in a public place. The questions are: what kind of things do people usually lose? What do people often do when they lose things? Is it an effective way to use rewards to find lost things? And what kind of people may lose things more often? The next cue card is: describe an occasion when you helped a family member or a relative with something. The questions are: how can children help their parents at home? Should parents always help their children with everything? What can children learn by helping others? And should parents reward their children when they help others? The next cue card is: describe a type of favorite food that you ate at a special occasion or an event. The follow-ups are: which food is generally popular in your country? Why do some people prefer planning food themselves? Will there be more and more people planting food in the future? The next cue card is: describe a person who likes to make things by hands like furniture or toys. Let's look at the follow-ups. Are traditional handicrafts important to tourism? Why do many children like to make things by hand? How important are traditional handicrafts to a country's industry? Is it reasonable to charge a high price for handmade things? And the last one: how does modern technology change the handicraft industry? For now, these are the most important cue cards and the follow-ups. Please practice them. My name is Vikas. I represent Insignia overseas. It's one of the leading IELTS and PT institutes in Haryana, and we make sure that we make IELTS simple for you. Thanks for watching and wait for more.